every day across the country's sprawling cities and towns, the roads tell a story of movement, of urgency, but tragically, too often of loss. Lives are lost on these roads every single day, families left shattered, communities shaken. From the 1st of December this year, a new chapter begins in the country's battle against road fatalities with the phased rollout of the Administrative Adjudication of Road Traffic Offences Amendment Act, otherwise known as AARTO. This law, now signed by President Cyril Ramaphosa, promises more than just road fines, road traffic fines. It heralds a demerit system designed to hold repeat offenders accountable, potentially stripping dangerous drivers of their licenses and reshaping road behavior. But how exactly will this new system work? What does it mean for you, the everyday driver and road user? And how will it ease the strain on our courts while protecting our roads? Well, let's unpack it all. I'm joined now by Monde Mkalipi, who is spokesperson for the Road Traffic Infringement Agency. He tells me it's now authority. Good afternoon, and thank you for coming through to studio. I was saying off air, there was quite a bit of fear-mongering when this system was first mooted, that you're going to accumulate demerit points until you lose your license. That is in the offing later on, I believe. But tell me what is coming up from the 1st of December 2025. What is the second phase that we're talking about?
Yes, you are right, Tula. I think just in your intro, you just mentioned the question of loss on our roads. We lose about 40 people on our roads per day, and that is averaged at about 12,000 to 14,000 a year. So it's quite a huge number. And now what has happened with the implementation of AARTO, that is the Administrative Adjudication of Road Traffic Offences Act, is that we've piloted it in Tshwane and in Johannesburg. And the pilots were very much successful. And now we are going to move on to the other 69 municipalities. In fact, it's 67 plus 2, that is Tshwane and Johannesburg. And now we're going to implement what we have been implementing in the two cities. That is the first provisions of the AARTO Act. And those talk to the AARTO elective options. AARTO elective options, if you break them down, they talk to mainly to the 50% discount, as well as the representations that are coming up. So those are the key things. Added to that is the nomination of the driver, which applies mainly to fleet management companies. Right. So that is what some people call redirecting. So on the 1st of December, we're expanding the implementation of AARTO to those 69 jurisdictions. And that is, as you have pointed out, is phase 2. Yeah. And then now we move on to phase 3 on the 1st of April 2026. That is the additional 144 municipalities. And then when we move on later in the year, we're going to introduce the points demerit system. That is on the 1st of September 2026. Yeah,
and that's coming, ready or not. I read the headline saying that in September 2026, the demerit point system is coming, whether we are ready on it for it or not.
That is correct.
Yeah, but no turning back.
There is no turning back. There's a lot of preparatory ground that we have done during this particular period, especially during phase 1 and now as we are moving to phase 2, because the critical aspect to it is that there has been an educational process that really says this is how the points demerit system works. Yeah. It's coupled or it's attached very much to the infringement notices themselves, because you find a situation where you commit an infringement and then you after we have made the payment, and then the demerit points are added on top of that. So it's like some people call it double punishment. You make the payment and then over and above that we attach the demerit points. But what we can also add is the fact that it's the state of preparedness that we have from our municipalities as we are moving towards phase 2. Because in all the 9 provinces, we do have municipalities and metros that have been selected to be part of the program.
Wait, you said something about double punishment. Is that what's going to happen, or is that what you've fixed in this period of preparation?
What has happened, Susa, if you look at Tula, you're looking at a situation where the country has endured a period of people who have committed infringements with the understanding that they've got the money to pay. And now, even after they've made the payment, they continue to utilize our roads. So what AARTO seeks to do is to make sure that you cannot have a situation where a person continues to utilize our roads while he or she is a habitual infringer. So after a certain period, when the demerit point system kicks in, that particular person who continues to break the law, who continues to violate the laws of the road, that person should be removed from our road network. He should be taken to a rehabilitation process. So that is what the system seeks to do at the moment. Yes.
Let's rewind it back though, because we've gotten ahead of ourselves. That's much later on, and I believe it's September 2026, the demerit points system. Let's come back to phase 2, December 2025. You said that you've been piloting in the city of Tshwane and city of Joburg. Let's go step by step. When you say the 50% discount option, what does that mean? When I'm stopped by a traffic officer in the city of Joburg right now, and later on with the other 67 municipalities, what is this 50% discount option?
The 50% discount option is part of the 4 elective options that are there, that are part of the AARTO Amendment Act. Because you commit an infringement and then you are given an infringement notice by a traffic officer, you are given 32 days to go and resolve that particular infringement within a particular municipality. Therefore, you're going to be given all these 4 options. 1, 50% discount, the right to submit a representation, the right to nominate the driver, and also the right to pay in installments. So those are the 4 options that the road users are going to be provided with. Remember, you have also mentioned the fact that this is also going to take the burden off the courts. So tickets now or infringement notice are not longer going to go the court route. They are coming to us. After 32 days, if one has failed to take advantage of the 4 elective options within the municipality, then the tickets get to be escalated to the Road Traffic Infringement Authority. And then we issue the courtesy letter or the reminder. And then we also provide the same options. But in this instance, the 50% discount is going to fall away. The right to submit a representation is still going to be there. The right to nominate and the right to pay in installments, those are still going to be there. Let's say you fail again to take advantage of
after your friendly reminder.
After the friendly reminder, you fail to pay, to take advantage of those options. Then now you are given another 32 days. 32 first period, then another, we've got about 64 days. If you still fail, and then we issue what is called the enforcement order. The enforcement order means that now the infringer or the person who has violated the law is blocked from doing any transactions on the notice. You are blocked from renewing your driving license. You are blocked from renewing your license disc. Or if you've got a professional driving permit, you are also refused to renew it.
Yeah. So it's an escalated approach.
It's an escalated and highly automated and highly regulated. Because even with us as the Road Traffic Infringement Authority, we are really abide by the system to make sure that after we have submitted your representation, for example, we are obliged to make sure that we process that and get back to you within 21 days. Remember, the court process was quite much longer. But now with the representation where you are able to appeal to dispute, you give us 21 days to really resolve that. So we should be able to get back to you as quickly as possible. Let's say now you are there, Sizwe, at the enforcement order. You still have got the options over and above that, because you can still submit or apply for the revocation of that enforcement order. So you still have got the right to submit a representation to appeal that enforcement order.
How are we hoping this will change driver behavior? Because I believe that's what is at the heart of all of this, the AARTO system as a whole. How are we hoping that enabling people to, take advantage of a 50% discount, make representations, nominate a driver, etc., will change driver behavior?
Yes, the AARTO process, as usual, it comes up with a number of benefits. We have already indicated the 4 options. But over and above that, it's going to be quicker in terms of resolving traffic infringements. And consequences are going to happen quite very much quicker. Because if perhaps you know that you need to resolve this within 32 days, there is no point of sitting back. Because once you get blocked after 2 months or so, you are unable to renew all these papers. It means you are out of the system. So we expect road users to really come forward. And also the onus is very much on us as the Road Traffic Infringement Authority to make sure that we communicate this as much as possible so that people know these rights and the benefits, because there are a lot of misconceptions that are there already that the system is going to take away driving licenses of people. It is not going to do that. The intention is to really come in as a deterrent so that we're able to change the behavior of the road users at the end of the day.
And what's the state of readiness for implementation later on in December with the rest of the other municipalities that are not part of the pilot?
No, they are ready. We've been interacting with them during the phase 1 period. For example, in terms of the training of their officers, law enforcement officers themselves, they are on board. Training of their back office staff on board. Training of cashiers, they are on board. And perhaps more importantly, the connectivity to the system itself. We have provided them with all the equipment. They are connected, because what you are going to have now also is the fact that there's been this segmentation of the management of traffic infringements in the country. Now we're going to sort of like try to centralize it. We're going to have a national contravention register where everything is housed. Where they are driving in Kabeja, you commit an infringement, you cannot run perhaps and go in Musina, because at the end of the day it is going to catch you. But added to that, we're also working with our partners, the government printing works, to make sure that the app books, yesterday we were with the city of Johannesburg. They were launching their handheld gadget, because now we're going to gravitate away from the use of the paper. The infringements are going to be captured electronically on the roadside, and then they get to be fed directly into the National Contravention Register. So the system is going to be very much automated, so that we also eliminate what is perceived to be corruption within the system.
All right, I have a feeling this is the first of many conversations that we are going to have, an important conversation nevertheless. Thank you for coming through. That's Monde Mkalipi, spokesperson of the Road Traffic Infringement Authority, the body at the heart of the implementation of AARTO, that is the Administrative Adjudication of Road Traffic Offences Act.